Appreciate it. Hey, good evening, y'all. This is Michael, and you're listening to another Unstoppable with myself and Victoria Curie, Dr. Victoria,
God.
because she has three doctors.
Here we go, that ridiculous amount of crap again.
So thank y'all for liking, subscribing, sharing our podcast. We see the numbers slowly building back up due to recent.
Doo-doo.
Did I say doo-doo?
We're going ahead and start the
Doo-doo.
colonoscopy thing.
Due to y'all know I'm a redneck, so I can't talk right.
Oh, if we got a word of the week for y'all.
Which one's that?
Okay, you ready? Say, what do people call redheads? Ginger.
Right.
Right. Now, you say ginger.
Ginger.
Okay, now earlier he was trying to have a conversation and he said ginger, but it came out ginger.
No, it's ginger.
See? Ginger.
Right.
Ginger.
No, ginger.
That's not what you just said,
I
though.
just said ginger.
See?
Ginger.
Oh, that hurts.
Okay, so y'all know my wife and our daughter's been in surgery since December. So thank y'all once again for putting the word out about us. And if y'all need us, y'all know we're here. You can reach out to us by our email and we'll get back to you. If you want to be on the show, please write us a brief description of why you think you'll be a good fit for our show. Y'all know we focus around domestic violence. And that encompasses a lot of stuff. Warning signs, narcissism, sex trafficking, escape plans, just a whole gamut of things that my wife is very. What? Why are you looking at me like that?
Because I'm hurting, but go ahead.
Okay. Oh, well, why is she hurting? So let's bring that up. My wife just had massive surgery.
We also work with special needs
We
families.
do work with special needs families. We'll get into that. So my wife just undergone.
Here we go, more poop revelations.
Hey, they know I'm not educated.
Yeah, go ahead.
That really put a hurting on her for the past several days now. Major surgery, and I won't go into detail.
Please don't.
But she's very sore enough that I had to take off work. So speaking of that, we had some folks come out today that were involved in special needs, and we want to thank y'all for coming out and supporting a Contagious Smile and everything y'all do. So my wife is hurting a lot, and I'm doing my best to try to take care of her and our little redheaded munchkin, who's supposed to be washing the dog right now, but I bet she's not. And yes, I said washing, and there is an R in wash.
Washing. So I'm probably the only person I've ever known who going into pre-op, or well, actually not pre-op, but we're going in the day of surgery. We have to get there quite early, and we get there, and what do I do?
Really? Is that a colonoscopy joke?
It is. Is I get there and literally I had just made M&M chocolate chip cookies for the staff of people that would be in the room with me. So what do?
I'm gonna make some.
They open up the container and eat them in front of me, and I'm like, I'm glad I have a sense of humor because I don't like M&Ms, but that's But I love my surgeon. She is phenomenal. Even what she said to Faith before I went back was hilarious. Faith, of course, I got to tell you, pulled off this prank on Michael yet again. I'm laying there in this hospital stretcher.
Gorgeous gown.
Oh yeah, with an IV that took a lot of fishing to get in for, and then they tell me, "Oh, we're gonna put nerve blocks in and all this," and I'm like, "No, you're not." So my anesthesiologist comes in. He is of Asian descent. He's obviously a male, and I knew where this was going. So I had asked if he would come back by just to put Faith's mind at ease because this was a rather big surgery. And so it had multiple layers, if you will, it had multiple things that would be done in it. So he, of course, said yes. I was his only case for the whole day. He was going to be right beside me. So once I'm situated and all that, in comes Michael and Faith. And I asked him to come back in. And Faith, as you know, is the biggest prankster, and I love it. She comes in, and the guy walks up and he says, "Hey, how you doing? I'm gonna be right there with your mom. I'll be right on top of her the whole time." So Michael is like jagged eyes looking at this
I
guy.
said something to him.
Well, and then Faith is like, "Mommy's gonna be basically naked on that table in there with him." And he goes, "No, I got her." He goes, "I'll hold her hand every step of the way. I'll be right there with her. I'll be the one that she's looking at until she goes under." And I do not prefer to go under anesthetic ever. You're not doing that right now.
I'm listening.
You're not. So I said to Faith, I said, "Well, he's going to be right there." And she's like, "Oh, you're really going to have your hand on mom and you're going to be right there on top." And he's just, Michael's spitting fire, which is hilarious. And when we get back to the operating room, I don't do any versed or anything prior to going back. And I get back there and it's all women, except for this anesthesiologist. And my surgeon leans over and tells him, "You know, you just got played, right?" Because my girl, who I love and adore, Faith, just basically, showed you off to her husband, saying that you're eye candy and that you're going to be in there holding his wife's hand. And she's like, "You got played, and that's girl power." I thought that was just amazing. That was awesome. But after many, many hours, and then going back in however long it was, and then going into recovery, they kept me on oxygen because I had some whatever issue apparently. And then I've never heard of this, and I have a pretty extensive medical background. I would say I'm
Pretty.
pretty extensively trained medically. That I had IVs, and Mike will tell you he saw this in both of my feet, right at the ankle bone. And I was like, "I'm sorry, what? What is that?" And in both feet, yeah, not pleasant. So that didn't go over very well with me because I didn't know it. They did it when I was asleep. But for any of y'all who know me, I'd work 20 hours a day, safe to say. And
Yes.
then, like my amputation, I came home, I worked that night. Like this one laid me on my ass. I was pretty damn surprised because I didn't even try to work the night we got home. The next day,
Didn't do much anything.
I tried for about an hour and a half and I
Yeah.
couldn't handle it. And so I had to stop. And then then today I've worked in about an hour. And it's like, I'm not the person who can just sit around and watch TV. I can't just lounge around in bed. I'm not that person. And this is just like kicking my butt. And I have all these things. Like I love to be clean. I want clean hair. I always want to smell nice. And they're like, "You can't take a shower for 48 hours. You can't get any of your numerous incisions wet." And you're like, "You know what? I'm really not very happy about all of this." And some of the incisions are a little more painful than others, but it's behind us now, thank God. And it's like no longer having to worry about, which is great. So now we have some awesome stuff coming up. And then my husband gets to, oh, how could I forget this? So my husband comes up with a backpack with stuff for them. I've already packed a bag for them with stuff in it because I will not stay overnight. And he has his headphones. Well, on the headphones are the stickers that Faith got that says "for rectal use only." And the nurses and doctors thought this was hysterical. So they all asked to take pictures of these items with these stickers on it. And they were going to put them out there because they thought this was a riot. This was just hilarious.
Oh, it was freaking hilarious.
It was hilarious. But I'm really proud of my husband. This is the first time he didn't sleep the whole surgery.
That's right. So, guys, if your woman, your wife, your significant other has a surgery, y'all take off work and take care of that woman. Okay? I've tried. Okay, y'all know I'm pretty lazy. I take my old man naps. I may take 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. And
A day,
my 10-minute naps may last
4 or 5 hours.
Okay. Regardless, I've tried to be here for my wife, sitting on the couch with her, watching TV, holding her nub. I get her whatever drink she wants. I try to help her up and down the steps because I don't want her to fall and anything bust and come open. We got her the back pillow set up and where she's comfy. Just little things, y'all take care of your wives, your significant other, because they take care of us always.
What about if it's a different gender?
I just said significant other.
Gender.
Well, if it's another gender,
See, you said ginger.
then they can take care of them.
You said ginger.
Them, those.
You said ginger. You did.
So I'm just putting a shout out there to the guys, the fellas. Okay.
So
Thank you.
what do you think about now? Biden has said he will not run in the next
I
election.
don't do politics.
I know, but now they're trying to endorse Kamala Harris.
Well, she'll fail utterly. Utterly. Yeah, that's a cow joke. Utterly.
Are you serious right now? Seriously?
Right.
That doesn't even begin. Like, really? See what I have to put up with? And I don't take pain meds, so I can't have that as an excuse for this.
Now you got a whole script of opioids,
And I won't take them.
and you won't even take the first one.
No. And my husband kept saying, "Do you want a pill? Do you want a pill? Do you want a pill? Do you want a pill?" I'm like, "You are a pill. I don't want one. Like, I'm not taking anything." And I prefer to do as much surgery if I ever have to do without anesthetic. They can twilight or numb or whatever, because I just can't stand that feel. But this anesthesiologist, freaking off the chart. My husband's gonna look at me and think it's because I said evitation, but he was phenomenal at putting me to sleep so gently. And we had nice music playing. They had like love song music playing in the room, and then they had Whitney Houston's Greatest Hits on when I came in the room. And they asked if I wanted to switch it or leave that where it was. And I said, "We would leave this." And he was so gentle at putting me under anesthetic that I wouldn't care. I don't care who did it. The point is that they did. Why are you looking at me making eyes? No one has ever questioned my loyalty to you, nor would they ever, by the way. So,
I don't know, that first doctor that Faith showed us,
he wasn't even a real doctor. She found him on Google.
that muscle-bound freak,
That's kind of what the anesthesiologists look like.
that hunk of meat.
Okay, and you don't check out women?
How dare you?
That's not a denial.
How dare you impugn me honor?
Yeah. So that's a yes, you do?
No.
Yes, you do.
When have I?
Jennifer Aniston.
Well, we only kissed that one time.
It was in a dream.
Yes, but it was a good dream.
Shakira.
Okay. You know what? What about the politics? Let's talk about politics.
So now you want to go to politics? Seriously? I have never, and my husband knows that, I've never been the person to cheat.
Okay, James Spader.
I had a dream with
Oh, looky there.
In your dream, you made out with Jennifer Aniston. In my dream, I didn't even go into the apartment. I left, turned around and left. I didn't even go in.
Where's Amir at? Amir, you listening?
Wrong?
Yes. Aram, Amir.
I would not have even, no. Because you're my soulmate, you're the love of my life. And I would not jeopardize anything I have with you, even for Raymond freaking Reddington.
It has to be freaking.
His disposition and demeanor of how he protects those he loves is something this country needs more of, because we don't have enough of it. We need his character to come in the office of presidency, because he only goes after the people who deserve it and the bad people who, and he protects those he cares for. So
to be like the Terminator.
I'll be back. Right? I'm just saying. So no, I have never had dreams of making out with James Spader. Unlike you, Jennifer Aniston. So I don't want to hear it. I don't even want to hear it. At all.
You gotta admit, she's cute.
She's not my type. I think excuse me. I still like coughing a lot and sneezing like crazy stupid. I think one of the most beautiful women alive today is Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting.
All men know her from that Sean Connery movie where she's going under the rope. Everybody knows that that scene. I'll show it to you later. I don't remember it. I think she's absolutely stunning.
The Alcatraz one?
No, they were stealing art.
Oh.
And here's the thing, this woman goes into Hollywood. She was in some kind of accident and needed a tracheostomy. They told her she needed to cosmetically get that scar fixed. And she said, no, it's part of the Save Me. And so she kept it. And you can see it in a lot of the videos, you can see right there in her throat. And to me, that makes her even more beautiful. I think she's absolutely stunning. Her husband is Michael Douglas. He's like 30 years her senior. And I just think she is eloquent and beautiful. And she, like, yeah, everybody's all like, oh, Jennifer Aniston. I mean, she's Jennifer Aniston, but I don't think she's Catherine Zeta-Jones. Like a lot of people used to go stir crazy over Angelina Jolie.
Oh, yeah.
To me,
Something happened there.
I mean, she's really thin, like super, super skinny thin. And, you know, she's shown herself to be an amazing mom. I got to give her that credit. I mean, that she does. But, you know, a lot of females think like Brad Pitt. I have never once thought Brad Pitt was even remotely cute. Ben Affleck, nope, not happening. I can't see it. I can't even see why people think he's good looking. But like the women pick these men that I just don't see. And see, I used to think like Sean Connery, Shaken Not Stead, that is someone you should try to be. You know, like he was just elegant. James Spader. It's the disposition and demeanor that makes a person. You can have the most attractive person physically, but when they open their mouth and they talk nasty, they get ugly. And then you have someone who's cute and they treat you so well and they have your best outlook in their realm, if you will, and then they become hot. So that's it. And looks fade. So then what? Are you going to be so shallow that you get rid of someone when something happens to their looks?
In neither one of those scenarios was I depicted.
You didn't depict me with Jennifer Aniston and Shakira.
You pointed them women out.
You always point them women out.
Negative. Your daughter does.
Oh, now she's my daughter.
Yes.
Okay.
Your daughter.
Well, now I have it recorded that she's on mine.
I'm sure through TikTok, she looks over, she says, meow.
Okay.
What? She said, Dad, go back and look at that. I'm not, you're not getting me in trouble. How dare you? She does it with honest, don't she? Yes. That's your daughter. Don't, why are you claiming up? It.
Now she's on mine again?
Yes.
Good, I got that recorded.
So speaking of moms.
Oh, I can't wait for this one. It's going where I think it is.
It's not.
That sucks.
We don't think alike, do we?
We're always on the same page.
Speaking of moms, Dr. Victoria Curie is also a legal aid. And she provides
Legal aid, I'm a paralegal.
paralegal, same thing.
That's like saying you're a security guard instead of a detective.
She provides all your wheels.
Your what?
Wheels.
Like a car wheel?
However you want to spell it.
Spelt it.
Yes.
No, we do not let him homeschool Faith. Just see.
Y'all see why she does all the technical stuff? All your power of attorney, medical power of attorney. She has guardian ad litem under her belt, but she currently does IEPs for the kids. We have a plethora of books that she has written. You can find them on our website and on Amazon. So be sure to type in her name, Victoria Curie, or just go to our website.
Here's a question for you.
Yes, sir.
Like this is seriously something that needs to be discussed because this is irritating. So
Look at my toenails.
What?
I'm just kidding.
So here's the thing. People, not all, but a good majority are very shallow. And let's say you found your perfect mate, you found your partner, and God forbid they get in an accident, they get burned, they lose a limb, they, whatever the case may be. A lot of people will leave at that point because that's not who they married. That's not who they got in a relationship with. That's not who they want to be with.
Is this tying into their wills?
No,
It could be.
it wasn't. So what I'm saying is that some people are so shallow, like the divorce rate in special needs NICU babies is through the roof because, and I'm only telling facts that it's always, for the majority, the dad who leaves. And what if your mom and dad had left you when you were a baby in the NICU, God forbid? How can people be so shallow as to be like, hey, you know, like if you, my husband, lost an arm or whatever the case would be, became incapacitated in anything he ever could or did or whatever, I wouldn't leave him because he's still inside. That is my heart, my soulmate, the love of my life. But I don't understand how some people be like, and then they just want to,
Right, just because you're less than normal or the standard.
But you know what? Who wants to be average? Who wants to be standard?
Yeah.
Nobody wants to be average or standard.
Nope.
So I mean, it doesn't matter to me. I mean, if God forbid something happened, I'm not leaving you because you cut your hand off, lost a finger, whatever the case may be. I'm still you were burned. I would take care of you. I mean, that's just how it is and how it should be. And like today, people are like, oh, I don't like that outfit. I'm leaving you. It's just so stupid. Everybody is more in love with their electronics than they are with each other. They really are. They don't conversate at a table. They don't, you have people right there in front of you who are supposed to be your inner circle. And instead you're texting everybody else, but not communicating with those right in front of you.
Yes. So next time y'all are in a restaurant, look up from the table and look around. Look around at everybody and see how many folks are buried in their phone.
And not just kids.
No, it's adults, and they give the example.
Right.
We purposely do not use our phones at the table or at restaurants. We look each other in the eye, we talk, we tell stories, we joke around.
Play pranks.
Right. We have food fights, whatever the case may be. But, that's our time. Let's unplug for a few minutes and socialize with your family, your loved ones.
Right.
The light of my life.
Can't wait to meet her.
You're hilarious.
I think so. But now another thing that parents are really turned away from. That's so mean that you're doing that in front of me. Let me just tell everybody, when Faith went into the hospital in December, I had not had a soda in probably 15, 16, whatever years. I just had been soda free. Hospitals do not provide you with accommodations such as like unsweet tea or whatever after hours and you're up all night, whatever. So I had to I can't do saccharin because I have bad headaches. So I did Coke. Okay, like Coca-Cola. Let me just specify that. Like Coke Classic, the red and white can. And not any drugs. But all of a sudden now I'm drinking that little red can, a few times a day. And then I got addicted to the soda. And I told my husband that after this surgery that I was not going to do it anymore. I was going to go back to not having sodas. And I have been drinking so much water. I feel like my brain is swimming. And I've been having unsweet tea. But he knows, like earlier tonight, I was like, oh, I kind of want a Coke. You do go through withdrawals. I was like, oh, kind of, that Coca-Cola is looking pretty good. And he's like, nope, you're not getting it. You're not getting it. And then he comes up here to podcast with me with an ice cold one right in front of me and is drinking it in front of me. That's just rude, mean, and not okay.
That's me helping you.
Helping me? How's it helping me?
Are you drinking it? Exactly.
That doesn't even make sense in the redneck world.
So everybody just agreed.
No, they didn't.
They did.
They said that's mean.
Did you hear the silence?
They said that's mean.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did.
No, they would never say that.
Yes, they would. They absolutely would. That's not okay.
We'll see on the downloads.
Fine. Every time you bet me, you lose.
100.
You lose so badly. Seriously. Life is too short not to love every single day and not to be happy every single day. And forget everything outside of those four walls that makes your house a home. And if it's not a home, make it one. Because life is just too short. You have no idea. Michael and I were talking about that the other night. Like that Thursday night, we were just sitting around having dinner. Everything was fine. You would have never known that within mere hours, we're going to be told, well, we can make her comfortable until she passes. Like you have no idea. So you shouldn't take those moments for granted. And you should do things to make sure you're taken care of. Excuse me.
And now I joke around with that little girl of ours.
Oh, now she's ours again? Wow.
That when she was on life support, the ventilator, and we just were begging to hear her voice, I told her that I would never tell her to shut up again. Now I joke around and I say, shut up. And she, Dad, you said you would never tell me.
And then she tells him to sew his mouth shut.
Right.
And he also made the deal that if she pulled through this, that he would watch whatever movie she wants on their movie nights for a year and never complain.
Okay, dads, let me advise you on this. Okay.
This was great.
Before you jump off this 850-foot bridge, Okay, think carefully. You may think of some boring, B-rated movies. Okay, no, 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 no. These millennials, what's generation is this? I don't even know. Whatever it is, but they think so much different than us. Okay, to them, a good movie may be a musical. Okay,
Well, Faith loves horror
she
movies,
does,
but
and
she
I
decided
don't
to
mind that.
torture Daddy
She's torturing me, y'all,
with the Descendants.
and there's
Movies.
4 of them. And we get to the last one tonight. Sometime tonight, we get to the last one.
And that's when I get my own quiet time.
It's a Disney musical, and to me, they have nothing but rap songs in there, and I can't stand rap because I'm a little country. But yeah, y'all be careful of making that proclamation.
Big word. I'm very impressed.
What, make?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what do you have to say about someone who has the same dream over and over and over again?
I don't rightly know. Didn't you have a dream therapist come on at one time?
I did.
Back up?
I did, but I didn't
What
bring
were
them.
their names? Linda, Lisa,
I'll have to go back and look.
Levine. I don't recall. But they could. Oh, it was a one about the cosmic energy.
I've had a couple.
Yeah. If y'all are out there, if y'all are a dream interpreter, reach out to my wife, Victoria Curie.
You might not want to know what the dream's about.
What is your email? What's your email?
Victoria@acontagiousmile.com.
Victoria@acontagiousmile.com.
But you might not want to know what the dream's about. My husband knows what it's about. And it's eerie. And it's to the letter the exact same every time I have it. Like there's no difference in the dream at all. It's the exact same.
That's crazy. And y'all know my wife, she doesn't lie. She has a damn near perfect memory. I don't know if it's photographic, but she just remembers everything. Any date, down to the color of socks you're wearing on the specific day.
It's not a gift.
Well, you think it's a curse.
I do.
Those of us who don't have a great memory don't see it that way.
I think it's an absolute curse.
Okay. I'm a great shot. Okay.
Please don't make me laugh. It hurts.
Some people are not.
It hurts to
I
make me
take
laugh.
it for granted. You're gonna laugh at me? They're gonna laugh at you.
Go ahead.
So the wife has been having a dream about me and my first wife and me cheating on my current wife with my ex-first wife, and still having sex and all that crap.
I'm gonna throw up, which is really gonna hurt me. Pull my stitches.
And yeah, she would like to know why she keeps having this same nightmare.
You're saying it's a nightmare?
Oh, yeah.
But here's the thing, so people can get a little back of it to understand. When I was with my husband for years and years and years, you are such a jerk. He's drinking something again. When I was with my husband for years and years and years, my husband did not disclose to me in any way, shape, form, or fashion that he was married.
Okay, wait. Let's preface that. I was a cop, and all cops are whores.
No, they're not all whores. Here we go again. Not all are whores.
Well, I was a bad cop.
And
I had to change my ways, y'all.
So he hit it so eloquently. Like I had no idea. The first thing I did was I looked for a ring. I looked for a tan line. There was neither. He saw me 7 days a week, and it was at his request. You know, you gonna come see me tonight? Are you gonna come see me tonight? I would bring him dinner.
Clue number 1, at my request.
But that's because you work nights, I work days, and on your days off, you spend them with me.
And y'all, please don't misconstrue my wife's intelligence. She is super intelligent with 3 doctorates. Okay. I just happen to be a professional liar back then.
And so he always had me over there with him. We even went and looked at apartments to move in together. And I mean, we really, and this whole team, your whole team only knew me. They didn't know her. And then he comes to me and tells me that he cheated on me with her. I hadn't even been in his apartment. I had been in one of the apartments and I stayed there for like 3 nights and there was nothing in there feminine. I checked. I did. I checked. I just didn't know it was prior to like her moving in or you moved in first and she was cross country. I don't know, whatever it was. But yes. And so nobody knew of her. They only knew me. And then I find out about her. And what is the first thing that I do? I end our relationship, which devastated me to no end. Like I immediately said, I will not be the other woman. And you said to me, I wanted you in my life in some way that not at all. And I hate how I had to do this. And I was heartbroken for the longest time. And the thing is that I ended it the minute I learned about her. Now I'm sure she has ill will to me, thinking I knew of her, but I didn't know about her. And I have this reoccurring dream every once in a while that he went back to her. But in all fairness, he was still in uniform. He was still with the same agency, both of which are no longer true. So those things have changed. So that's not formatted in this dream. But that kind of gives you a little background as to why I've had this dream over and over again, because I had no idea about him being with any other women.
So that was what, 23 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
And we've been together, we've been legally married for over 3. So why are you still having it? So if anyone can answer that for my wife, come on.
Just curious, why do you think I keep out
I don't rightly know you're insecure.
of her?
Well, you still have a fear that, hey, once a cheater, always a cheater.
Most people would have that fear.
They would.
But in fairness, I don't go behind you checking you. I don't check your phone. I don't check what you're doing or where you are.
I give you my phone.
Right, but I don't want it.
Oh, in fact, I got a book right here behind me with every
Password
thing
between
wrote
us.
down.
Yeah.
Every account on every social media, damn near everything. Everything you think of that has to have a password, the login and passwords written out in a book. And my wife and I share that book together.
Mhm.
We keep it, stashed away, locked up. But yeah. At any given time, my wife can keep my phone for the entire day, and I have no fear. I don't have a burner. Thank y'all for asking. I don't have another little black book. No, it's something that I changed in my heart. I decided that I don't want to cheat anymore. I don't want to keep. I hated the lies. So
How could you keep up with it?
y'all. Okay, we're not going there.
Yeah, no, I'm serious. There's a lot of people who want to know. Women, of course, would want to know because they're not going to get it.
How do you keep up with the lies?
How do you keep up with
When you have multiple, what do you want to call them? What do you want to call y'all?
I thought I was your only girlfriend. I didn't know this.
So side items,
Adam? Is it
side
Adam?
items,
Side pieces?
side pieces. Okay, at the time, because obviously you're as not as meaningful in someone's life, right? Right.
I guess.
So, but then later on, I fell in love with you. So, the lies are just it's crazy because you have to tell, especially if you're married, you have to tell that one, hey, I'm going to work today, and you're not really going to work, but you're going to see your significant other. And then you have to tell the other one, hey, tomorrow I'm off, I can come see you. So it's crazy trying to keep up with all the lies. So yes, men hide their phones, they change their password, they won't let you get in their phones. Same thing for the women. Y'all, these phones are going to be the death of us.
So what's your biggest regret from all that?
Not marrying you sooner.
Seriously?
Seriously, I should have left that number 1 and married you. Yep.
Oh.
Yep. Then I wouldn't have had a vasectomy, or I would have had one later in life. I don't know. And we would have had
A ton more.
a couple of children of our own. Now,
What made you switch
wait.
the light so that you couldn't do it?
Is
You
this
didn't
my
want to?
interview?
It can't be. What made you switch the light that was just like, this doesn't interest me anymore?
I just told you.
Not exactly.
Weren't you listening?
What?
I fell in love with you, and I didn't want to keep up with the lies. I didn't want to cheat anymore.
But you didn't cheat on the second one, and you weren't in love with her.
Man, I was working a lot, and I was dog tired, so there was like no time, no nothing. Could have, but didn't.
You really think someone can straighten up and not cheat again?
Yes, absolutely they can,
So why do people say once a cheater, always a cheater?
because that's what they see in the past. Like That's what they see on TV. Just like pit bulls. Everyone thinks pit bulls are horrible. I go into houses all the time, every week on my full-time job, and I play with everybody's dog. And especially if it's a pit bull, I play with them, and they're nothing but cuddle bugs. Now, can they be trained to be aggressive? Yes, any dog, especially that damn little Chihuahua, the most aggressive dog out there. That little Chihuahua.
Chihuahua.
And some Chihuahuas are cute. Like the kittens we got running around the woods.
No, you've never been a cat person. I've never been a cat person. You promised me no cats.
Mama cat just had 2 kittens, and they're roaming around in the woods behind our house, and they need some loving, they need some take care of, and we have room.
No.
I'm gonna go feed them. Don't. Why you give me the stink eye?
Because the answer is no.
Fine, you win.
Again, we don't need any other mouths to feed right now. Seriously. You hate cats. So I don't get it. I really don't get it. So talk about the new upcoming series we're doing.
Good God.
Who is there?
Oh, that one. Yeah. Nart. Who's there?
Help. I'm gasping for air.
That's it. I was referencing your book.
It hasn't come out yet.
Yeah, well.
Yeah. So
you and your good friend
Dana. She's amazing. Yeah.
Y'all are working hard on it.
Yes. We're gonna have
how many series?
Well, it is series. You mean how many episodes?
Episodes?
We're not sure yet. We're gonna do one
she keeps me in line.
We're gonna do one for the narcissistic parent. We're gonna do one for narcissistic grandparent, the black sheep, golden child, the family dynamic, how you heal, how you get better. I mean, we're just doing a plethora, but we're really breaking it down so people can understand what goes through each position. I mean, it's narcissistic parents it's a big deal. Like, people throw that word around, but it's not some free flowing word that should be put around. Just because you have 1 or 2 of those characteristics does not mean you're a narcissist. You really have to qualify, and you and I both have them on both sides of our family, unfortunately.
And sometimes if you're so close, you may not know. Oh, that's just the way he is. Oh, that's just the way Ma is. That's just the way Dad's, that's just the way they are. They've always been like that.
What do you think about people who only come around and talk to you when they need something, and then
what do you call it? Fair weather friend?
Yeah. Right. But then what about if they only reach out when they need you, but then let's say you had something done or whatever, they don't reach out to you then?
I think that's wrong, because we all have our life to go through, and different things happen. And you're busy and they're busy. I understand, but when something drastic happens, reach out to that person. Our neighbors across the street, they reach out to us all the time. Hey, Mike, how's your wife and your daughter? Well, they always say my daughter. And we tell them, because I don't often post on Facebook, but I let the viewers know whenever it's my wife, my daughter.
Now it went from yours to ours to mine.
Are you keeping track?
It's that stupid memory I have.
Oh.
Yep.
So y'all be on the lookout for those episodes, that series, and that book. Y'all go get my wife's book, please. It'll do you some good.
What's that one called?
Oh, there's booked them. The first one is Who Kicked First by Victoria Curie on Amazon. And then there's a whole host of activity books that you've written. Maybe you can get some for your kids. Oh, what? We got Father's Day coming up.
Are you serious?
Is it Labor Day?
Father's Day is already coming up.
What month is this?
July. You want to try and say the word?
No. July? It's July.
Oy.
It's July 21st.
And some people wonder why I don't take payments.
You don't need them.
I can't wait to see you after you
I'm
have
the biggest pain you need.
That's true. I can't wait to see you after having your colonoscopy because they're not going to give you anything.
No, they'd probably give me too much.
So my little stucco butt's getting a bath. Oh, and my little Faith just sent me a picture. It looks so miserable. And he's
Leave
still,
on the slip set.
you're going to have to deal with that. Yes, I can't do that. That poor baby. He's been so good. He automatically just knows. He just comes over to me and he won't put his paws on me. He just puts his face on my neck or on my shoulder and he just lays there. And he's just the sweetest boy. That's my baby doll. Stucco's my baby. And everyone knows it.
And on that note, would you like to close us out?
And I'm gonna let you because I'm in a lot of pain.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Y'all see how much I take care of this woman?
Oh, bullshit. What's that little boy do? A bullshit.
Did you just bullshit me on air?
Well, yeah,
Well, that's not very nice.
I will.
Thank y'all for listening to Unstoppable, my wife and I. Contagious Smile. Please like, share, follow, and all that hoo-ha.
And wish him good luck on his pooper scooper tongue.
Can you not mention that again?
No, I think it's fantastic.
It's
You're
not
telling
fantastic.
people they need to get out. And,
It's a horror story.
It's not.
It's major surgery.
They told you in the hospital when I was there Thursday that it's not even a procedure; it's a test.
Oh, it's a procedure.
It is a test.
A test to see if I'm straight or gay.
No, you're not even getting any stitching.
Oh, I'll be getting something.
It won't be for me.
Good night, y'all.
Well, no, because you just can't handle it. You got to get the squirts.
A contagiousmile.com. Thank
Squirt.
y'all.
Bye, Squirty.